People earning over $150,000 are worried about being able to pay their bills and home prices cool. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Megan Henney titled, "Wealthy Americans are anxious about making ends meet. A growing number of Americans making six-figure salaries are worried about paying their monthly bills," according to a new survey published by the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia. The survey shows that more than 30% of respondents earning between $100,000 and $149,999 are concerned about making ends meet within the next 6 months. That marks a sharp increase from 1 year ago, when 21.3% of individuals in that income bracket expressed concern about making ends meet. Here are my thoughts. I remember a time when an annual salary of $100,000 or more was a lot of money. When I was a kid, people who earned this amount of money were generally living very comfortably. Not anymore. I'm not surprised to be hearing about six-figure earners who are struggling financially. Everything in life is more expensive than it has been in the past. Cars and trucks have crazy price tags. Just drive through any new car lot and see for yourself. Look at how much homes have increased in price in the past few years. Many Americans stand little chance of ever buying one in this higher interest rate environment. I realize there are people who live in a one-stoplight town who earn far less than $100,000 per year, and they are doing just fine. And I'm happy for them. But in many larger cities around America, you may not be able to afford to live where you work if you are making $100,000. Some people will have a long commute to their jobs because they will have to live in less expensive areas due to how much they earn. What surprises me the most about the survey that the author referenced was the percentage increase from 1 year ago. I think financial reality has finally hit home for countless Americans, including people earning between $100,000 and $149,999. Now, here is what is interesting. The author said 32.5% of individuals earning more than $150,000 are worried about being able to pay their bills, which also marks an increase from 21.7% reported 1 year ago. What's sad from my perspective is people who work are trading hours of their life for money. That's basically what you do when you work. Some people don't even enjoy what they do, which makes this even more tragic. Each day, people are getting closer to death, and some have little to show for it. Some simply made their employer more money, while the money that they made got burned up each payroll cycle to cover rent, utilities, groceries, a car payment, car insurance, medical needs, and countless other things. Many of these people are wearing out their bodies each day and spinning their wheels financially. Many don't have an emergency account or any type of retirement savings. I know a lot of people who have six-figure incomes who have little to no savings. They are living their preferred lifestyle that they feel entitled to, but they are sacrificing their future financial security. However expensive life is today, I have no doubt it will be more expensive in the future. Some are ill-prepared for that financial reality. Getting back to the article, the author said grocery prices are up more than 21% from the start of 2021, and shelter costs are up 18.37%. Energy prices are up 38.4%, and this is all according to Fox Business calculations. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that most people haven't seen their wages increase 21% since the start of 2021. Some people are lucky to get a 2 or 3% raise each year. Many are working for less money each year due to inflation. This is why some Americans are struggling financially. Many can't afford everything that they once could because of their level of income. This is the grim reality here in America for countless people. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Some of you will say it's about time when I share the title for this next article. I read this piece on CNBC.com written by Diana Olick entitled, "Home Prices Begin to Cool as Active Listings Jump 35%. Here are the key points from the article. For the 4 weeks ended June 23rd, the typical home sold for slightly less than its asking price. A little less than 2/3 of homes, however, sold over asking price in the last month, but that is the lowest share since June 2020. Annual home price growth slipped to 4.6% in May from 5.3% in April. That is the slowest growth rate in 7 months. Here are my thoughts. This is interesting information, but I think we need more time to see what kind of trend emerges. For people who need to buy a home and they plan to live in a particular area for a long time, they may do well with their real estate investment. If I was someone who thought I may need to relocate for a different job in the next couple of years, there is no way I'd be thinking about buying a house right now. Who knows what will happen with real estate prices in the short term? Over the long term, real estate has done very well throughout history. Of course, past performance does not guarantee future results. I'm afraid a lot of young home buyers don't understand this. Some think real estate only goes straight up. Some are too young to have lived through the great financial crisis that started in 2008. There were a lot of people who owed far more than their home was worth after that disaster. Some had no choice but to foreclose on their homes because they couldn't sell their home, but they also couldn't afford the payment anymore after the economy changed and their work slowed down. Some people lost their jobs. Those of you who lived through that period of time may remember a lot of people on television carrying their personal belongings out of their place of employment in cardboard boxes. It was a sad time for many Americans. I personally have made a lot of money investing in real estate, but I've always been strategic about it. I've had to take calculated risks, and there were some instances where I got very lucky. Things could have gone sideways. I bought my first rental property before I ever purchased my primary residence. I was always more interested in cash flow than I was a primary residence. Some people don't care about cash flow at all. They want to be in a certain school district, they want to be in a certain neighborhood because of status, and many try to purchase the most expensive home they can afford. Then they become limited in what they can do in life because of their large payment. Sometimes your house can become a boat anchor. A home is a machine for living, and all machines require maintenance. Many people have no clue how much it costs to maintain a home in the year 2024. Every contractor wants to earn as much money as possible, even for small jobs. A lot of people don't own any tools or equipment, and they lack the skills to do even simple home repairs. I'm sure some young Americans are shocked when they get estimates for home repairs. Fortunately, this is America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Wait, that's what it used to be, but now there is a new saying. America is the land of the credit card and the home of the heavily indebted. Many contractors have payment plans, and they are more than happy to sign you up. With the amount of interest being charged these days, people need to be very careful. Debt can become unmanageable very quickly. I worry about some people who are not managing their personal finances well. Some may find themselves in trouble in the future, and they may be left with few options. I certainly wouldn't want to be in that position, especially if our economy takes a turn for the worse and we see unemployment tick up. Some people won't last very long when paychecks stop coming in. I think people need to be very careful, but what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.